right here with Summers County head coach Josh Evans and his daughter Emery. We might interview her, Josh, see what she has to say. But it was not a good-looking game tonight. But you did get the win. Talk about getting the win on a pretty stout Trail team.
Absolutely. It's always good to beat Trail. Last year it was a 1-point game, and we came out on the losing end of that one. That's never good. So, it's kind of started out the same way as it did last year. We went up 16-0, and that was it. Coach Moore does a great job. Him and his staff do a great job. And those kids are coached up very well. And, our kids were able to pull through this time. Thank God.
Just first of all, before we get into the game a little bit, just talk about what they've gone through. I don't know if you've had to do that, but and he said there's no handbook for it. Just talk about the toughness it took, and you're from that neck of the woods, Fayetteville, their Midland Trail. Just to come out and even play games after the death of a young man on the football team in Carver.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Moore and talked to Mr. Pettit some last week, and I couldn't imagine what they're going through. And we know, me and Coach Shockey know those people. We're part of that community, so it really hit home for us. And we talk to our kids about it, and you never know when it's your last. Whether it would be a football game, whatever you do, you never know it's your last. And I hate the thought of that ever happening. I don't know how I would handle myself if that happened.
Do you, as far as the game goes, you went back to the run more. Now, Brandon Isaac told me that he had a little bit of tweaked his back a little bit in pregame. Was that why you went to that more of a running game? He said he really couldn't even throw. He did loosen up as the game went.
Well, we were getting 4 and 5 yards a run when we did the right thing. And some of it was on me, some of it was on them, and
it wasn't really his back.
No. Because when he did throw the ball, he threw it well, at times, and it was what was working for us. And we get inside the one and fumble in the end zone. We get a touchdown called back on a deep pass play, and just little things like that. The turnover bug hadn't hit us at all this year. I think we've had 2 turnovers through 4 games coming into this one, and we went back and looked last couple of weeks ago. We had 57 turnovers in the first 20 games that we were here, and now we have 4 on the season, and that's great for us. But it hit tonight, and that's not a good thing.
You had 3 tonight?
Yeah, 3.
So you only had 1 in the previous 4 games.
Yeah, we fumbled once against West, and we fumbled. We muffed a punt or down the punt against Shady Springs. So.
Big turn events. They go for it on 4th on their first offensive possession. You hold them. I think it's 21 and 61 for you. Had the stop. 21 was the initial hit in the backfield. Good play by him. And then you, on 4th down, were able to score when Brandon Isaacs, who's really done a lot in the run game this year, probably a little unheralded with all the other stuff you got going on as far as offense. But, he scored. That was a big turn of events. Then you get the pooch punt, you get it back.
Yeah, so that was not something we designed. We knew we wanted to pooch it down there to see if we could get on it, and fortunate enough we were able to. B does a lot of good things for us. He's very deceiving with his speed. He throws the ball well, and he's a field general. He's a good quarterback. And when it's time to call his number, we're not afraid to call it. We're just thankful to have him back healthy. This is the first year we've had him healthy, so it's really good to have that.
Defensively, I'm sure every bit of this film you watch, you're going to be raving about your defense. Maybe not so much offense, but the defense. You get 2 interceptions late to seal the game. One by a freshman who I understand played center in the scrimmage game for you, and he's about 5'2", and I don't know. He's probably not that small, but he's a smaller type player.
Yeah, so he's playing Mike linebacker. We're bouncing in between Mike and Will for us right now. And he plays a little bit of that sniffer back for us on offense. It's Colton Taylor, Bryce Taylor's younger brother. And, both them kids are very tough. And, our defense, Coach Shockey and those guys, they've came together this past week especially. We gave up several points at Shady that we thought we shouldn't. And, they took it personal. And, thank God, because offensively we couldn't get anything wrong tonight.
It ain't going to get easy next week.
No.
That's one of the better teams in Singway. I think Williamstown would probably be considered a top dog.
Absolutely.
But James Monroe's right there.
Yeah, and again, Coach Mustang's one of the best to do it. He's been around for a long time. Those kids buy into what he's doing. He played for one last year, and it was very impressive. And he's on track to do that again. Hopefully we can do something with that. But our kids will come out and prepare like we always do. And last year when they came down here, I think it was 14-0 with about 10 minutes to go in the game, and they went on to play for state championship. We held them pretty good. We just got to come back to work on Monday and clear up a lot of the errors we had on offense. And, me personally had a bunch, and then just bring what we bring to the table, and that's we get after it. And if we can play like we did defensively tonight and get our offense clicking again, and everything should work out.
Comment on that stretch there where you held them on fourth down. You score on fourth down, get the ball back and score again. How big that was? Just shoot, that was all the scoring.
Yeah, well, I mean that's huge, but again, Coach Moore and his staff do a great job, and they were able to adjust. It was the same thing that happened over there last year, and we weren't able to score again, and they were. And we were fortunate the defense stepped up this year and was able to pull out the win.
Well, Emery, what do you think about your dad's job tonight? Did he do a good job?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Hey, guys, I appreciate it. And, Josh, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Dave. We appreciate you.